Hello, you rat pinatas, Jim Sterling here, and this is We Happy Few. Now, hopefully, this will be the video that I actually get to publish. I have never struggled so much to get a video done. First of all, I spent an hour and 20 minutes playing through the game, and there was so much stopping and starting, because there is so much of the gameplay that I had to just sort of edit for your viewability's sake, because the game is there's a lot of crafting, a lot of item gathering, a lot of inventory, a lot of upkeep that needs doing that was just not fun to watch. Eventually I contracted the plague just before getting into Wellington Wells and couldn't get into Wellington Wells, so after 120 minutes, after an hour and 20 minutes of trying to get to the main point of the game, I was right about to get there and couldn't get in there, and I gave up annoyed. And here I am again, trying again. So, yeah. Do I like this game? Yes. Do I have criticisms about the game? Oh, yes. It's in early access right now, so these are criticisms that can be addressed. So I'm going to pull no punches, because I really do want to see this game be everything it can be, because I believe in the game strongly, enough to back it on Kickstarter, and obviously enough to lend my voice to it. Disclosure, of course, I do voice a character in the game. That area where I'm at isn't in the game yet. The game is, the world is 50% done, and the narrative isn't in there. There's no main plot. There are different encounters and missions with their own little plots. They're in there. That's one of the things that have changed, because we covered this before. We covered it when it was in pre-alpha, but this is the early access version. So we're going to start a new game. Now, for the purposes of the video, I've turned permadeath off, just in case something happens, like, say, I contract the plague and die after an hour and 20 before I get to the main point of the game. I don't want that to happen this time, so got second wind, which gives us another chance. If we die in combat, we get another chance to get up. And the prologue I'm turning off, that's basically the E3 trailer. Overwrite, yep. Basically the E3 trailer, but with a little more interaction. So yeah, I'm going to hit my main critical points as we go through the game. You'll see what I'm talking about. But basically there's a lot of things that need rebalancing, especially when it comes to the survival elements, and tightening up some of the quest stuff, making quest objectives a bit more clear to the player, because those two things do not go hand in hand at all, as we may say, probably will say.
Good Christ, I can't believe I'm still alive, more or less. Ow. Feels like I lost an argument with a train.
So I played the game.
I can't go back. I've got to get out of here.
Okay. So I've played the game quite a bit. I've had access to the game before now. The embargo is up today for previewy type things.
Blimey, it's Mrs. Stokes.
So I put about 6 hours into it thus far, and like I say, I have a fair few things to say about it. And I'm gonna be, brutally honest about it, because to be quite fair, there's a lot that goes on in the game that pisses me off, and I feel like the game can be fantastic, and there is a lot about it that I really love, but right now there's a lot of little irritations that kind of add up to big irritations, so we will be mindful of that as we go along. So, gathered up some bits and whatnot. Before we get to Wellington Wells, we have to deal with the gardens outside, which is full of wastrels, who are erratic and dangerous. So we've had a drink. That's something to be mindful of in the game, is lots of drinking and eating and sleeping. All those survival elements.
Bother.
Which we will talk about as we go along. So we got a pointed stick. That's good. It's an okay weapon.
I have the oddest feeling about this place. Like I should come back. Maybe not during the day.
Ooh, that's a bit of a clue. Okay, found some lore. Let's go looking in the trash. Screw. Now, it did seem unseemly that I got out straight away and strangled that person and knocked him out, but they do have a lot of important things on them, the wastrels. So it is a good idea to, when you can get away with it,
It's nothing personal.
just knock them out and see what they've got. It isn't nice, but it's survival, Rock, empty syringe. Oh, hello. Are you annoyed? No? Okay, they didn't notice. Good.
Please don't struggle.
Now you're gonna go have a nice little sleepy. What we got? Rock, rotten apple. Oh, found a rubber duck and a coin in the toilet. Good place for a coin. Okay. Yeah. Steel, steel, steel. Filtered water, which is very important. Dying of thirst, that's something I've done more than once in this game before.
Please just lie down.
It's it is very easy to die of those survival-y issues. Okay, our inventory's full. Inventory management is also a big part of the game. Okay, what can we craft, if anything? Let's go to the crafty screen. Enhanced rock. Yeah, might as well. Enhanced rocks can be useful in combat. I'll pop that there, give us a little extra space. Cool. Mouldy bread. Our inventory is still full. Metal bits, duct tape. Okay. Oh shit, cricket bat, yes. Flimsy cricket bat. It's flimsy, but... Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on. Oh, we've got strange meat, alcohol. Oh, hold on. That's good. There we go. That'll give us a little something. If I pop them there, now I can get my cricket bat, which is a very good weapon. Well, it's very good for as long as it lasts. That's another issue with the game, is everything's flimsy. That says flimsy cricket bat. I mean, that could describe everything, whether it's designated as flimsy or not. Oh, hold on, there might be something good in the kettle. Joy pill. That can be useful. Okay, so our first point of business is to get to this area here. There'll be a bridge, but there will, at least every time I've played thus far, a mission to get through the bridge. There will be two bridges, one that goes into Wellington Wells, one that goes to another bit of the gardens. Normally we need to do a mission to get to the bit of the gardens, and then and in that bit of the gardens will be the objective we need to fulfill to get through the other bridge to Wellington Wells. I realise I didn't make a lot of sense there, sorry. Might be the shit I'm on for the old back there, but this I'm familiar with. I've done this one before, so we need a power source to activate the joy detector machine, and then we need to take a joy pill so that we got the joy, then we can walk into Wellington Wells. So this is basically bridge 2. We need to find bridge 1, which, let's get a map, helps to have a map, probably around about here somewhere.
You're crowding me.
Shut up. So these are missions I've done before. The last time I tried to do a video, they were all new missions that I'd never seen before. And like I said, I completed them, but I got fucked over right at the last second.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Picked up some Nexamide there. Nexamide is very important if you're eating food out in the gardens, because you eat a lot of rotten food here and you feel sick. And the Nexamide will sort you out. Yeah. They look good. Get out of my way.
Believe we've had the pleasure.
I am in Paris.
Oh. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Oh, let's do a little bit of combat anyway. Get our pointed stick out. Don't throw a rock at me. She's going to throw a rock at me.
Stop! I'm
There we go. Okay, what do you got? Rotten carrot and a rock. Yeah, not that interested right now. I'm above rotten carrots. Duct tape. Very important. I'll tell you that right now, mate. Okay, what we got going on here? Let's filtered water. Let's drink that. Eat a rowan berry. It didn't really give us much in the way of food. Mouldy bread. Probably make us sick. Oh no, we got lucky. Okay, we weren't sick. Do a bit of sleepy.
Sleep. The poor man's dinner.
And if you are playing this, if you are going to get it and play it, just get used to doing that a lot. There is a lot of sleeping, a lot of looking for water and food, to the point where it's a little over the top. That's my main issue, is it's... Yeah, shut up. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, the requirements, the survival elements sometimes feel less like surviving and more like you're babysitting the protagonist. Gets thirsty, hungry, sleepy very quick. Ugh, inventory full. I don't need a shovel, I guess. I'll look for more duct tape because if this follows a mission progression that I'm familiar with, we'll need duct tape. I mean, we always need duct tape. That's a hugely important thing. Got an empty power cell, which will be also useful if we get a particular mission. Because we'll need to fill it with power. Well, this purple stuff that I forget the exact name of, but we need to fill a power cell with that. One thing that gets me is we got this flashlight here. It says, let there be light, use the power cells for something else. At least as far as I've been playing, I've not worked out a way to get the power cells out of the torch. So I do have to play the game kind of a different way to get the power cells that we need. Okay, we didn't really get anywhere with that. We kind of didn't wander very far at all. So let's get going. Here's an encounter up here. Crazy Legs encounter found. The journal tells you more about each mission. That also is a mission in that tree house, but like I said, my main goal is to get to Wellington Wells because that's, you know, the main point of the game. But we'll do a little few things on the way. Anyway, check out the map. Bees was added to your journal. Ah, yeah, this is, I encountered this last time trying to, this was important for one of the bridge missions. Sort of one of the main get out of the garden missions. You need a padded suit to get in there, which requires...
It's actually sort of pretty at night. In a fatal sort of way.
What was I saying? Yeah, it requires a lot of crafting items to make the padded suit. And that's the thing with a lot of these, a lot of the missions is you got to do one thing to do one thing to do one thing to do one thing, and it's the sequence can be a bit frustrating at times when you think you've done it, and then oh no, there's one more thing that you got to do, and it normally involves like running around the map scavenging for crafting items, and you've got no like major clue where the items are. So that's all stuff that kind of needs addressing. Bring out your dead was added to the journal. Search Mrs. Marley's body. I'm not going to do that right now. Mostly because searching bodies that appear to have been dead for a while can make you very sick to the point of contracting something terminal. And the means of curing that is around, but very hard to come by. So I'm going to be very careful. I don't want to make the same mistakes I've made before. I do have the benefit of that, which is another kind of thing with the game, is some hindrances and dangers are a little trial and error. Like sometimes it takes dying to a thing to realise that that is a thing that you should not be messing with, or at least need to mess with in a completely different way. So hopefully we'll be coming across a bridge soon. This might be it. And this will, oh shit, it's the honey bridge. Okay. That's fine. So, what we need to do here is we need honey for the thing. Normally the guy's talking. Well, as I said, it being early access, there's issues and things. Now, the main problem is, we need to get a padded suit together so that we can get to the beehive. Where are we in terms of that? Crafting. We don't even have the ingredients for a padded suit. Maybe if I go over to the bee thing, it'll give me the requirements. Where are we for the bees? Fair and dues. Actually, good thing that the map showed the beehive, because
It smells like something.
I have, the last time I played, the bee one was one of the missions, and the map didn't show where the bee tree was. So I found the bee tree after scrabbling around, then had to go and scrabble for all the bits for a padded suit, and then lost the bee tree again. Okay. Equip a padded suit.
Oh, God.
Now I know I can open him without getting in trouble. Another canteen. Not a bad thing to have. Plenty of canteens. Okay. Let's put that there. Makes a bit more space for us. So what do we need for a padded suit? Tough linen, which will require, I think, robbing a lot of houses. So I can see an orange glow here. Normally indicates a house. Does not in this case. Take that sovereign though. There were others there, but I'm not going to mess around. So where are we map-wise? Bring out your dead abandoned house. There might be something to search for in the abandoned house. We're actually doing pretty well right now. We've been lucky enough to stumble across a lot of stuff we need, which is sort of how you get through a lot of things, is stumbling on things and just getting lucky. So I'm going to look in the abandoned houses normally aren't as plentiful as the ruined houses. Or is it the other way around? No, it's right. But sometimes you can find something. Doesn't look like we've got anything here though. That's fine. There's still plenty of map to explore. But it's not too hard to find tough linen. It's just finding the locations where tough linen is likely to turn up. In fact, I'm probably gonna go quiet for a bit, do a cut here, and come back to you in a minute. Oh, we're at the fucking honey place again. Yep, definitely gonna cut. Back in a sec. Okay, we're tired, so I'm gonna try and sleep first, which involved putting a pillow on that person. And we'll do it again. Very pleasant behaviour. Never actually done a pillow thing before. I didn't know that was a thing. But anyway, what's going to happen is I'm going to go to sleep, and then I'm going to get discovered sleeping in someone's bed. They're going to be pissed off. That's normally how this shit goes down. Some more duct tape, always important. But we will steal shit on the way out, so it won't be so bad.
You're not.
They're gone. But they won't go
Yep,
away.
there we are. They're annoyed. That's fine. Ah, shit. There we go. Okay, so I stole a lot of stuff on the way up, but I didn't do anything on the ground floor because there was a lot of people. Out of my way, I need that book. There we are, Iron Lung. Right. Okay, now we run for it. Could stay and fight. That's a lot of wastrels, though. One-on-one, not so bad, but they do a lot of flanking and stuff. They're actually... the AI is very random and wonky, but when it comes to fighting, more than one is normally tough. This one ain't letting go, is he? Alright, fine. You want some of this? Huh? I got something for your ass. Oh, fuck. Shut up. Right.
Just lie down.
Okay. No one around. Let's do our eating and our drinking. Got the Nexamide there. Good to know. Drinky, drinky. That's good. Got 2 tough linen. We found 2 tough linens in the house. Eat this rotten carrot. Let's get the rotten food out of the way first. Strange meat. And there we are. Sick. But we got the Nexamide, so... Nexamide. Neximide. I don't know how you say it. Right.
I don't recall inviting you.
Cured of our food poisoning. Back on the hunt for linen. And we're back at the fucking honey place. Move. Right. So we need to rob more houses. We actually need to go back to where we were.
Come on, we're old friends, aren't we? Know you from the pub, don't I?
You give people
like
things and
this?
trade them for stuff. Got a sewing kit for a Nexamide. Honestly, not a great deal as far as I'm concerned. Mostly because I end up needing to cure food poisoning way more than I need to sew things.
One bad apple can spoil
So which house was it that I was in? I don't know, but I'm a bit careful about what I pick up because I know I'm going to need a lot of inventory space for the padded suit. And that's, again, sort of speaks to... I must have been in this house before. Speaks to one of my main issues with the game is just how much inventory management and fiddling. There's just a lot of fiddly stuff. It's like you want to get on with the game, but you're constantly having to deal with other stuff. Making things, keeping yourself fed and sleeping, all this stuff, you know. You're in the inventory and menu screen so much, you know. Where are we? Where's our healing stuff? Cool. In fact, you know what? I'm going to drop this fucking rock. It can be useful, but I'd rather have that there. So I can heal up on the fly a bit more easily. Get under there. Never had a bucket before.
Fuck off!
Oh wait, no, this is where we caused trouble, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. That's fine. There's a third house here, isn't there? Yeah. What's going on in here? There might be a dresser. There is a dresser. Doesn't have what I want, and I'm not gonna fuck around. All these items are useful, you know. It's just I'm being deliberately careful with what I pick up at the moment. Alright, well, I'm gonna go hunting for more linen and I'll be back with you when I get some. Still looking for more tough linen. I've been wandering around for ages. I found a new house that hasn't been fully ransacked yet. This is kind of part of the issue of the game of just searching and hoping that you're lucky enough to find what you need. Doesn't look like we're gonna find what we need in here.
They're not coming back.
No, just cloth. Alright, fine. Some of that prick.
It's not personal.
You got any tough linen? No, you're useless. What an asshole. Take that duct tape and the metal bits though, always important. Okay, so yeah, there was no help for us there. Gonna stop and have a drink. And we'll need to eat as well. Because we will need to eat. Eating and drinking all the time. There we go. Alright, so maybe we'll see what's in the house across the street. I don't know if I've been in here. Oh no, I have been in here. Shit. Kind of running out of options. I know exactly the quest progression I need to do. I know exactly what I need to do from here on out to get into Wellington Wells. There are several steps. I know all the steps. But I don't have two pieces of tough linen.
Here.
You gonna give me any tough linen if I
want
give
you
you a
to
next
have
mic
this.
bell?
This is my
Nope,
lucky
I got a
day.
rubber duck. Thanks. Thanks.
Who is Uncle Jack?
That's something this game needs to sort out. You know,
I don't know you.
if I'm gonna be completely brutal with this, they need to fucking sort that out because my entire progress is hinging on getting lucky and finding cloth. And right now, I mean, look at the map. I've been everywhere. And if there is any cloth, it's gonna be, you know, like one random area in this entire place that I've not, you know, maybe one dresser I've missed somewhere. I don't know, but I'm wandering in circles. Alright, I'm calling it. I've been in every house. I've searched every dresser. Oh, I'm thirsty again. There's a nice surprise. Strangled wastrels. Traded things. Done missions. I don't... There's no tough linen here. I need 2 more bits to make the padded suit to get the bees.
I risk for the
honey,
wicked.
and it's not here. RNG just has not given me what I need. I cannot go further. So that's it. I'm not starting again. I've been at this for hours. I'm not starting again. You know, I would have liked to have shown you more. There will be other videos where other people got luckier and have been able to show you more. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm out.